Looking at my calendar, Your Honor, would it be possible if I could have a date um, of July 11th to go over that with Mr. Jackson and see if we can dispose of the matter via the offer?
All right, by agreement, July 11th, and that's for status on the offer.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Thank you, counsel. You all have a great.
All right. Okay, we'll see everyone then. All right, we have Division 11 and Division 4 here.
Division 11 here.
All right, Division 11 is Nequamishan Jones,
Yes.
23D 70980. Do we have any public defenders today?
We have Courtney. Can you grab her?
Right. All right, I don't. Yeah, these people who are not named, I don't know what's going on with these people in Zoom not named.
The one that's the COO SEA, he hadn't connected to audio until right after Your Honor took the bench, so it looks like he is connected.
I'm stepping up on him today. I said, you're sorry.
Okay, well,
Okay.
all right, this is Nequamishan Jones.
Yes, Judge, for the record, Assistant State's Attorney Jacqueline Donahue on behalf of the people. This is up for a discovery status date. The previous offer had been rejected. We did tender a new offer just now that we got from our complaining witness. Our complaining witness is also present. I'm just going to let her in. She's in the waiting room. If we want to pass this case, I believe there's a chance that the case could be disposed of today.
For the record, Assistant Public Defender Courtney Barthélemy, BARTHELEMY, stepping up on behalf of APD Rosie O'Malley. Yes, if we can pass this case, I can talk to him about the new offer.
All right, so we're going to pass the case so I can put you in a breakout room with the public defender in maybe a few minutes. It looks like we're short-staffed today. We only have one attorney. Okay, and then we have Division 4. I don't know if Division 4 is available. Okay, and then who is this C00? I need you to unmute, tell me your name.
Hello,
What's your name, sir?
Juan McDowell.
Can you say that again?
Juan McDowell.
McDowell?
Yes, ma'am.
It's the
Okay,
first time up. I can relabel him.
okay, we're gonna, change your name, put you back in the waiting room. Who is this person, defendant not on call? What?
They're trying to figure out what case she has. She's not listed on our printed.
Oh, okay, well,
She
I don't
doesn't know the
know.
name of.
Then her
They pull it up, they're not.
doesn't know anything about the case she's supposed to be on?
Correct.
Then ma'am, how did you get this Zoom information?
I tried calling so that I could check if they could give me the
Okay,
information.
was
on the phone.
someone
They
arrested?
wouldn't. Yes,
Was
I was
someone
arrested.
arrested?
Yes, me, myself.
You were arrested. Okay,
Yes,
then
ma'am.
where's your bond slip?
I lost it when I got out of jail that morning. I don't know where it went.
Okay, well, that's the problem. So your bond slip is gonna tell you where you need to be. So
I was trying to pull up her case. I don't see her in our internal system nor.
if you don't have your
can
bond
find me at
slip,
the police station and they can find me in the court, so I don't know what to do. That's the reason why I'm just standing here
well,
just
I
waiting.
can't help you. I have no idea if you're supposed to be in this courtroom. That's why you need your bond slip. The clerk's office can do a search with your name. If they can't find where you're supposed to be, I don't know what to tell you. You need to find your bond slip because you could get a warrant for not appearing in the courtroom you're supposed to be in. Okay, well, she just hung up. Okay, we have a lot of people, let's see here. All right, so,
I'm fine with that. Judge, if it's possible to call Caballero, because I know that the assistant public defender, we're borrowing her from 62, and she has some cases she has to get back to.
well, where's the defendant?
So he's not here,
Well,
but
I'm not calling the case if he's not here. He needs to be here.
I'll contact him.
Yeah, unless there's gonna be, I mean, what are you doing on the case?
We're gonna be getting we're gonna be asking for a short continuance.
Okay, he needs to be here.
Yes, ma'am, let me just message you.
All right. All right, let's do some of these other people on Zoom.
And just last time you gave me permission to appear via Zoom.
That may be, yeah.
This is not on.
I don't mean in person. I just mean
You wanted,
in somewhere in court, either on Zoom or in person.
understood.
All right. Christopher Stokes, 22 DB 75309.
Stokes, Your Honor.
Oh, well, that was good timing.
For the record, Assistant State's Attorney Jacqueline Donahue on behalf of the people. Your Honor, this is the matters up for status. We had spoken with the hospital a second time. They still cannot locate the patient records for our complaining witness. Why, I don't know, 'cause she was in fact hospitalized. I'm having an investigator look into it because it doesn't make any sort of logical sense to me how they don't have records for a patient that was admitted. But at this time, we still don't have them.
Do you have discharge papers?
Let me see.
Not to our knowledge, at least, Your Honor.
That you can show to the hospital?
I don't believe that I have them on me, but I will ask the current legal guardian of our complaining witness to see if they have a copy of it, or if she can go on her, like, My Health Online and print those out. Outside of that, everything else is complete and we have tendered an offer, but obviously I would like to see the medical records. I'm sure counsel would as well.
Your Honor, if I may,
Uh-huh.
if counsel is amenable to the idea of a reduced charge, we would be asking for a date for mitigation. If not, then we would be asking for.
I would be willing to read some mitigation if we want to get a date. Yeah, I would consider it depending on the mitigation.
Okay, fair enough. Judge, then we can get a date for that.
Okay. How much time?
Your Honor, I think this case has been going on long enough. I think 30 days should be sufficient.
Okay, so how about like the week of July 17th?
That's what I was looking at, Judge. How about the 20th?
All right, by agreement, July 20th, status on mitigation.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Stokes, your next court date is July 20th.
Have a great day, Judge.
You
Thank
too.
counsel.
All right, thanks, counsel.
You know, the Bishop Board put in the chat who they had.
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
Okay, is there someone who needs a Spanish interpreter?
Division 4 has
Yeah,
Tommy
it's-
Lockett and Adrian
Andrew
McBride.
Murray, I call for Andrew Murray. I'm
Okay,
checking.
did anyone, okay, wait.
That's it for trial.
for trial.
Okay, so I've got a Spanish interpreter on Zoom. So
Yeah.
we're gonna need a Spanish interpreter in the courtroom for a trial.
Correct, and I believe we have several other Spanish cases in person, but I don't know, did anybody else call for Spanish on Zoom? 'Cause I didn't.
I call for Zoom, Andrew Murray.
For Monroy,
Monroy.
okay, so
Okay, so
that's,
we have a prisoner who needs a Spanish interpreter.
Yeah.
And they are not responding. Division 4 is not
Oh, yeah, except
responding.
for
They're the
Flavor's
ones
side.
who say they have him, but right now they're not responding. Huh? Where are your shoes? Oh, jeez. All right. There's Division 4. Division 4, if you are ready, we can bring Mr. Monroy. He does need a Spanish interpreter, I'm told, and we
Okay.
have one.
Okay, I'll get him.
So I'm actually gonna have to pass, my friend. We had a meeting set up yesterday, but Joe never brought me.
So you're gonna have to go into a breakout room.
Yeah,
with
it
them.
should be brief, but yeah, I'm gonna have to break out.
All right, while we're waiting for him, Brandon Aguirre, 23 DV 70839.
Here.
All right, Mr. Aguirre. Today's the date for you to bring an attorney.
Yes, my attorney is in a bench trial in Rolling Meadows and asked for a continuance.
And has what?
He's in a bench trial in Rolling Meadows and asked if we can get a continuance.
Okay, what date can he be here?
He said anything after next week or within 2 weeks.
Okay, anything after next week?
He's got a trial
I don't know.
today and also on Friday. He said everything else he's open.
A Friday next week?
Correct.
He has a trial?
Yes. A bench trial in Rolling Meadows, I was told.
Okay, I'm trying to open a breakout room here too, for Division 4. All right, so next week we could do, why don't we just do like June 22nd?
Okay.
Motion defendant, June 22nd.
9 a.m.
Status, yes, for attorney.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we'll see you then. All right, I opened a breakout room for you and they went in. Let me put in the Spanish interpreter.
Is she calling traffic or is she at traffic court today?
No, she's at traffic. Well, she's here, but I was in traffic upstairs.
I said
She has a hearing.
I have just go for her. So.
I'll let her know.
Did you get a hold of them? I'm still waiting for them to respond. We're good. I'm emailing in. So
I do see 2 iPhones that logged in, so I'm gonna let them in case.
Okay. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna continue the call here.
is it? Yeah.
I have, Norberto Ruiz, 21 DV 73518.
Yes, Judge, for the record, Assistant State's Attorney Jacqueline Donovan on behalf of the people, matter is up for status of deferred cross. As of the last court date, the only remaining, I believe, element was anger management.
Mr. Ruiz, are you present?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, well, we don't see you. All we
Oh,
see is a car driving.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm quite sorry. Let me turn around. I'm here. Sorry.
For the record, Assistant Public Defender Courtney Bartholomew stepping up on behalf of APD O'Malley. Looks like Mr. Ruiz has been enrolled in I think also mental health evaluation, but I'm not sure. I don't think APD O'Malley has a current status of how he's doing in those classes. So she was asking for just a 30-day date.
What classes? Anger management?
I think this says ATIS in mental health evaluation. So I think he was enrolled in the ATIS classes, but she doesn't have a current status of how he's doing in there. So she was asking for a 30-day date.
Well, sir,
Yes.
this case has been going on since December of 2021.
I understand that, Judge. And you know what? At one point, I couldn't do my anger management.
Well, I'm not, this is a deferred process and I'm about ready to not grant any more continuances. This has been going on now for way too long. So I'm not just giving it another status date because no one knows what's going on.
Okay, so it's the case.
So I need to know what's going on or we're going to set up for trial. I mean, this is from December of 2021.
Now settle go for trial. I mean, to my understanding,
We'll pass the case, sir. You can speak with your lawyer. I'm going to pass the case. So the state can get an update on this. Otherwise.
Well, I am enrolled in the classes, ma'am. It's just
all right,
that
sir. This is, sir, This is deferred prosecution. This is not something that I have told you to do. This is the state willing to dismiss the charges if you do something. But I have to determine if it's a reasonable amount of time to continue to give continuances. It's now 2023 on a case from 2021. So I'm going to pass the case and they can determine if they're still proceeding on this case or not. All right, so
Okay.
I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. As soon as the lawyer can speak to you, they can speak to you. We're going to pass the case.
Gotcha. Thanks.
All right, this person on the iPhone is not connecting.
Yes, I can do that. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Caballero, are you there?
I am, good morning. I'm just getting my audio connected.
All right, there we go.
Good morning.
All right.
I'm just waiting for Miss Khan.
Anthony Caballero, 22 DV 71335. Mr. Caballero is present on the Zoom call as well as the complaining witness.
Yes, Judge, for the
Well,
record.
she hasn't joined, but it's just spinning joining. All right.
For the record, Assistant State's Attorney Jacqueline Donahue on behalf of the people. Your Honor, this matters up for status as to both parties were looking into additional information as to service of the order of protection and the sufficiency of said order of protection. I believe counsel just, are you covering it for her, for Caballero?
She just.
Can you go run?
Yeah, Caballero, she just.
As soon as APD comes out.
So he's here. I just called the case.
As a,
Pop back on your computer. Yeah, that's fine.
as an update,
Okay,
I had reached
why
out.
don't we wait for her
Yeah,
to,
she's coming.
the lawyer to be present?
There we go.
All right.
He's on with the books.
All right, Mr. Caballero is present on Zoom as well as the complaining witness, and the attorneys are now present in open court.
Correct, Judge. Shortly after the last court date, we had discussed some sufficiency issues with the complaint that the state was investigating. I spoke with an individual over at the Daily Center to have the physical file of the D case copied and sent. After speaking with him, I found out that what happens, as just very Reader's Digest version, they don't actually keep all of the records for the divorce cases or like any sort of domestic relations cases. They just make photocopies of some things into the system, but not all of the files. And then everything gets shipped off out of sight. So I had to put in a request for the actual box that's somewhere else to get pulled and have the entirety of the actual physical file scanned. That request has been approved. I had the email from the individual from the circuit court who confirmed it. He did say that it could take up to 8 weeks. But that was 8 weeks as of May 30th. So that would be, I have to do some quick math. So I would be asking for a short continuance. Once we get this full copy of the order of protection case, that I think will be dispositive of either we'll be ready for trial or we'll need to dispose of the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just doing some quick math here. 6, 7, 8. So I would ask to come back sometime the week of the 25th of July. At that point, at least per the circuit court, we should have that file back.
And stay here till my client can see.
Yeah, you're fine.
Where's your computer? In the other, or you don't have one?
Mine's in 67.
Oh, okay. All right. She's present. That's your lawyer. She is present listening to everything. She just doesn't have a computer today. All right. So go ahead. Are you agreeing to the date or what's happening?
What day of the week is July 25?
It's a Tuesday.
Do you want to ideally do a Monday or a Friday? I prefer Fridays only because Tuesday is violation day.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And Wednesday.
I'm just wondering if it's by agreement or not. If it's by agreement, we can pick any date.
I think based on our conference last time, I don't believe the state can like proceed without a certified copy of the plenary order of protection.
And that's what
My
we're trying to
position
do.
is, it doesn't exist. She's making a good faith effort to
Okay.
look for it. He's not in custody, so.
So we'll go by agreement, July 28th. How's that?
Do you have any trials that day?
Let's see, I'm not sure. I actually forgot my calendar upstairs. Judge, we could do Friday, July 28th.
Okay, by agreement, July 28th for status on that discovery.
And if I get those records before then, I will let council know. We can always motion the case up earlier.
Yeah,
All right, Anthony, I'm gonna call you this afternoon, Friday, July 28th, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
all right, we'll see you then. Everyone is free to go on that case. July 28th is the court date.
Hey, Rosie, what are you doing?
Okay, so, I already put,
Spanish interpreter is having Zoom issues. She's coming down
Oh.
to speak with me.
in a breakout room, okay.
All right, guys. So it looks like Anthony's case was moved to July 28th, I believe. It looks like the state did not have the complete file that they needed in order to proceed today, which is a little unbelievable that they would not have everything ready to go. I am not too sure what the false allegations are that are being made. I asked Anthony to send me over some of that detail so I can have some of that context. So we shall see. So the next hearing will be for the 28th, and it looks like we'll see what happens there. Nonetheless, I think this is always good experience and a good visual for those that aren't familiar how courtrooms work. We've been on here for a little bit, and you see the number of cases that just kind of fly by as the day proceeds. All right, guys. So to the next one, I think we have another hearing coming up in a couple of days. So we shall see how that goes. All right. Have a good one. Obviously, to all the dads out there, happy Father's Day to everybody, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.